What's up, everybody? Good evening. Good evening. We got a good interview coming up today. Um, Wanted to take the time and make sure that during this interview series, I make sure we tap into Titusville kids. Everybody that knows me knows how much I love Titusville and how much I always try to put Titusville kids at the forefront as much as possible. Today we have OC Brothers. He attended Titusville High School for a little while, but he finished at Rockledge High School, went off to Auburn, and we're gonna get into his story today. He's now at UAB, so life always has a way of coming full circle, and so we're gonna talk a little bit about his story today. So I'm about to bring him up. What's up, man?
Oh, they do, man. Appreciate you getting me on there.
Everything good with you now?
Yeah, everything good. Getting ready for this game on Thursday.
Good, man. Y'all got Alcorn State on Thursday.
Yeah, we play on Thursday at 7.
Okay, cool. That's what's up, man. So let's start there. How is it playing for NFL legend? How does that go?
I mean, like playing for what? You talking about like how like the plan for a
Yeah,
team?
just being on having him as your head coach, Trent Dilford,
Yeah.
and how's that experience?
Nah, he cool. He real cool. He be looking at. You feel me? And he like give a lot of insight, especially for me. You know, he played with like good linebackers like Ray Lewis and everybody like that. So he really helped me like with advice on how like Ray Lewis to operate in his day to day, how he lead. You feel me? He not like he not the most vocal guy outside of football. You feel me? But when
Right.
it comes to football, he lead because at the linebacker position, that's what it take. You feel me?
All right. And as y'all team, do y'all have high expectations for this season? What's y'all your personal goals and y'all team goals?
I mean, yeah, the expectations always gonna be high. You feel me? Everybody in the country think they finna win
Yeah.
10, 11, 12 games. You feel me like that? And that's how it's supposed to be. You ain't supposed to go thinking you feel me. You're not finna win. But
Right.
I feel like we had a real good all season. You know, in every phase from winter, spring to summer. I feel like everybody was bought in, and I feel like we got a real good year.
Good. Man. So let me tell the people first off, OC got me fired from my summer job back in the day.
Hey,
Back in the day, I'd have known him a long time. I'd have had the pleasure of seeing him grow up, and I'm proud of who he has become. Man, tell some of your story about your matriculation from Auburn to where you are currently.
so I signed to Auburn February, like that signing day in 2019. So when you feel me, I get to Auburn, played first year, but midway through my first year, like I redshirted. And then I ended up dislocating my shoulder in the scrimmage and everything like that. So then I was putting out surgery because they didn't think I needed it. But then next summer come right after COVID hit, we get back up there and they told me it's probably best to get surgery or whatever like that. So I ended up getting surgery. I came back mid-season, and then you feel me. And the coach had some, little discrepancies over whether
Right.
or not, you feel me. He think I should be playing or not because of my shoulder, but I felt like I could because I came back in time enough to play. You feel me? So yeah, all that happened, and then later that year, we were season one we was winning, but we weren't having like a good year,
Right.
and I felt like it's about time for me to get up out of there. So. And like I'm kind of happy I did it when I did it because the head coach and I'm getting fired anyways.
Right.
Like a week after I left, so I feel like everything happened for a reason. I go to Purdue. I'm at Purdue 21, 22, 23. I ain't gonna lie. I like Purdue too. Like when I was up there, it was cool because I ain't gonna lie. I'm in Indiana though,
Right.
and you feel me? I ain't never been nowhere out of Florida for real until I went to
Right.
college. For real. So being in Indiana, they were cool though. Dealing with the snow, the people out there cool. I played with Coach Braun. He at Louisville now, and he a real good coach. He big on taking care of his players, making sure his players good, making sure
Right.
your body feel good and all that stuff. So I really liked it up there. I ended up finally started seeing the field. 2021, I was a third linebacker in rotation, so I'm really the first one to go in the game. You feel me?
Right.
That's that don't start. So I'm doing that, and I'm starting on all special teams, making plays on special teams and defense. Then 2022 come, I'm full-time starter and special teams still. You feel me? We win. We made it to the Big Ten championship. We won Big Ten West championship, and that's the first time we did that. Like Purdue ever did that, since they got in the Big Ten. You feel me? And then last year, 2023, our coach leave, go to Louisville, so we get a whole new coach staff. And I ain't really like they scheme too much, but you feel me? I was optimistic. You feel me? I just ain't want to leave, especially as I kind of like established myself at Purdue. You feel me? Started making a name for myself though. So you feel me? I stuck it out last year, but I ended up I probably said like game 5 into the season. I started the first 4 games hot. I'm talking about TFL, sacks, racking up a whole bunch of tackles, everything like that. Then I think about 5th game of the season, going for a hit, tell my labrum again. You feel me? This time they say like I like fully tore everything that the doctor already did. You feel me? So I had to go get surgery that next week. Then after that, I just decided, you feel me, like my original plan was to leave after last year, you feel me, into the draft. I felt like at the season I was having, and I was making plays, so it wouldn't be no reason for me not to go.
Right.
But yeah, man, I just had to make a lot of decisions after I hurt my shoulder. And one of my main, I just wanted to go to like a defense where I feel like would translate better for me.
Right.
Going to the league and everything. So, and I wanted to come closer to home.
Understand that, man. So what advice would you give to some young guys? Brevard got a lot of young guys heading to college over the course of the next few years. What advice would you give them? You've been to a couple different schools. You checked out the scenery. You played for different coaches. What advice would you give them, especially in the NIL world where a lot of kids are trying to chase a check? What advice would you give them?
The main advice I give them, man, is like, no matter where you go, you feel me, is athletes though. You ain't finna just be out there giving nothing. You feel me? Like you can't, and you can't get mad if something don't go your way off the rip. That's something I had to work on too. You feel me? Because usually being, a big fish in a small pond, now you go to a big pond with a whole bunch of big fish in there too, though.
right.
For real, you feel me?
Right.
So it's like
some got sharks too.
Yeah, you feel me? Like it was some people come out here high school like ready to contribute. You feel me? And everybody not like that. Not saying you can't be like that, but yeah, and like with the NIL thing, man, I just say just make sure you watch what you're reading when you sign them contracts, man. Make sure you're reading everything, and make sure you feel me everything in your best interest. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, people go do what they feel like is best for them. So you gotta do what's best for you.
Right. Understandable. What would you tell them about the process? Just sometimes life happens, sometimes things happen, but you gotta adjust to what's happening around you and weather the storm. I don't think a lot of kids know how to weather the storm sometimes. So
Yeah.
What advice would you give for the storm weathering?
I mean, for that, you just gotta have faith, man. You just gotta know you built for this. You feel me? Like I said a couple minutes ago, like everything not like everybody not giving a shot, honestly. You feel me? Like sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. But at the end of the day, what trumps all that is working hard and busting your ass on whatever you do. You feel me? If it's working out, if it's practice, if it's whatever, you feel me? When you get there, you gotta let them know you ain't come to play. You can't go to a place and just follow everybody and expect to stand out. You feel me? That don't make sense.
Right.
You feel me? So wherever you go, you gotta work hard, be a leader. You feel me? Do your work. You feel me? Don't be on no list. You feel me? And always be that guy where that coach will be like, all right, I can count on him. You feel me? Because you don't want to no matter how good you is, if your coach think you unreliable, he's not finna play you.
Right. So let's go back a little bit. In high school, you had a recruiting process. You were a 3-star linebacker. If you might have been a 4, I don't know. I don't want to disrespect you like that. If you you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But with the recruiting process, how was the recruiting process, and how did you end up at Auburn? What did they do to stand out the most to you?
Yeah, the recruiting process, I ain't gonna lie, it was crazy, really. Think about it, going back and think about how it was really crazy, because especially because I don't know. Like I didn't think I'd go to like be big time for real, like until like that first one came, you feel me? So when that happened, it was kind of hard because I really didn't know honestly like who to reach out to and who to ask for advice throughout this whole thing around the time. Besides my high school, besides Coach Younger, you feel me? So he kind of guided me through everything, but you know it felt good, you know, knowing that all the work I put in, all the extra work I did, you feel me, it's starting to pay off. People starting to see that, and taking visits. I took visits to my official visits was I went to Syracuse first, then North Carolina, then Auburn. I was scheduled to like I still had a couple schools visited, but after I went to Auburn, I knew that's kind of where I wanted to go. What sold me on Auburn was just like I ain't gonna lie, like as soon as I touched down in Auburn, it was just it felt like I really felt like a vibe there. Like as soon as I got there, not even before I met the coach, just like driving into it and like seeing the campus, I'm like, yeah, I can see myself going here. You feel me? You know, it got real good people there, people real genuine there. And what got me there was the same thing that also wanted to make me leave. Because my coach told the coach that was recruiting me at the time told me it was a returning junior linebacker. Then he seen me coming in and being the number 2 linebacker. You feel me?
Right.
But when I got there, it was a whole different story. So, but yeah, that's really what got me there, and just the idea and like the want to like wanting to go against the best people. You feel me? Because like you know, I found out they was playing. You know, they play Bama every year, Georgia, LSU. You feel me? I wanted to go on there and be on that big stage.
Right. And so you had Ladarius Tennyson, who was your teammate at Rockledge, and he was up there at Auburn with you as well. How did having someone you knew, a familiar face, how did that impact you in your decision and your experience while you were there?
So like, you know, 10 graduated a year after me. So when he got there, like they put his room right next to my room. Like we shared like a wall.
Right.
So it was real cool having brother though, you feel me, having somebody I can relate to, you feel me, somebody that I actually know. You feel me, and been through the ground together, you feel me. And you know, just be there to help him adjust and make sure he's straight in everything and everything he needs.
Good. That's real, man. So, what are some of your personal expectations for you in this upcoming season?
I ain't really like got like no number set or nothing like that. I just know what I can do. You feel me? So I'm just gonna go out there and just play. You feel me? At the end of the day, the stats gonna come. You feel me? But at the end we gotta win. You feel me? At the end of the day, nobody don't want nobody that's gonna lose, no matter how good your stats is.
Right. Understandable. And so, let's go back a little bit. How did a plan for Coach Younger prepare you for college?
Man, Coach Younger be getting hot. Like he used to be snapping. So I ain't gonna lie, that really got me used to like somebody really talking to you crazy. And you gotta sit there and like the thing I had to really learn with him is like, and I still use it to this day, like with coaches, like you can't listen to what they say. It's really, I mean, how they say it's really what they saying.
Right.
You feel me? Cause at the end of the day, frustration do happen. It's football. You feel me? Things will be frustrating. So at the end of the day, you gotta listen to what he trying to say, no matter how he said it. And another thing he did was just really get my mind right in terms of he basically told me and walked me through everything I'm gonna have to do in college, like as a freshman for real, like that. You feel me? Because he played at FIU, so he already had the experience.
Right. And so, playing for a coach that had experience, do you feel like that that kind of prepared you a little bit, making sure that you was ready when you got there?
Yeah, cause you feel me. Younger always been like on that though, like especially like if you know you got potential, he ain't gonna let you in his power like slack off. You feel me? Right. Like he gonna make sure you get the most out your potential.
Right. And the most important part of it is you graduated from Purdue. How important was that, and how did that make you feel, your family feel? I think you were one of the first in your family to graduate from college. How did that make you feel when you crossed that stage?
I ain't gonna lie, I was happy. That's part of my biggest accomplishment my whole life.
Right.
Just cause like, you know, coming from where I come from, you feel me? Titleville it ain't nothing, you feel me? So coming from where I come from and being able to, you know, stay out the way throughout all the years in college and not be able to get stuck home and everything like that.
Right.
you know, it felt like all the work I did paid off. You feel me? To have that name on that paper, especially because like Purdue, like one of the best. Like I think they were top 15, top 20 public university, something like that in the country. So it meant a lot. It meant a lot.
Definitely, because people don't understand how being from Titusville is hard. You know what I'm saying? I go
Yeah.
all the and whenever I tell people I'm from Titusville, the first thing they ask me is, "Do I know Bobby Bruce?" And
Yeah.
then they ask me like, "What y'all do there?" type of thing. But whenever a kid is able to make it out of Titusville, and I know like sometimes adversity is hard, and so people come back. And I never judge people for coming back,
Right.
but when we have people that are able to make it out and people that are able to graduate and go on to be great, we can't help but salute them. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, man.
I definitely wanted to take the time to get you on before the season start, because I know you do big things. Stock finna go up. I got to make sure we do this first.
Well,
So,
well,
for the price go up. Yeah, man. So, man, I'm glad that I could get you on. I'm glad we could get an interview with you. I'm excited to see what you do over at UAB. I'm gonna be locked in when the game comes on. You know, checking y'all out.
man,
Seeing
toys Thursday 7 p.m.
yeah.
And I need the whole city. I need the whole. You said what?
What channel y'all gonna be on?
I think ESPN. I ain't tripping.
Okay.
I think we're ESPN 7 p.m. Thursday, August 29th. We need the whole city watching whole county.
Hey man, everybody, please make sure y'all tune in. Watch OC, man. They taking on Alcorn State. I like my boy finna turn up, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming in, man.
already, but appreciate you though.
Yes, sir. And so, shout out to OC and those UAB guys as they get ready to start the season. Excuse me, not finish up the season. They getting ready to start this season. Big ups to my boy OC, man. He's a really good kid, man. Titusville kids. Like I said, I always want to make sure that I take the time to give kudos and salutes when I deem necessary, man. Making sure that we give those flowers like we're supposed to. But before we leave, I want to make sure that I shout out our sponsor, All Around Handyman Services. Drake Hawkins is the owner. Let me make sure I say everything the right way. All Around Extreme Handyman Services. You can reach them at 321-501-0379. That's All Around Extreme Handyman Services. That's owned by Drake Hawkins, the dad of Said and Samadre Hawkins. They both played over at Coco and now have matriculated to the college level. And we are going to have them. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get them on this year during our interview series. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Please make sure that you go and follow PRMD on all social media platforms. Please do that. Like and subscribe. YouTube, make sure you subscribe. All that. And once again, shout out to my boy OC, man. I really like that kid. I think he's a great kid, and that's not just for social media. That's just how I genuinely feel. That's my boy, man. So I wish him the best this season. I know he's really gonna do his thing. I'm excited about it. I'll be watching. If you don't got no fans, you got one in me, man. Please respect my decision. We out.